We take things for granted, about everything. I'm wearing a Your Place hat because Your Place won the softball championship for Randy Baratucci, the coach of the year. They won. He doesn't play anymore, but he coaches. My pantyhose is itching. But he's a damn good coach. But I'll get into this now. It's called the universe and wondering how everything became. Our sun is a third, possibly a fourth generation star, which means other stars have burned their life up and bigger stars, and then it became nova, and it happened again because our star couldn't support our iron and our blood, all the metals and everything, all that stuff. Our sun couldn't support that, and they said it had been a much bigger star that exploded, had all those materials, the heavier materials, to create what we are now, our blood and everything. So our sun is a third or a fourth generation star, which is amazing. On less than 1% of when our sun developed is all the planets and the meteors. And less than 1% is all the planets and meteors. I'm talking about Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, all those big planets equals less than 1% of the whole sun's mass that became the material that we have now. And you talk how big Jupiter is and stuff, and we're just less than 1% of everything of the sun that orbited and everything, the meteors, the Oort cloud, everything, which is amazing. There's so much out there, trillions of Oort cloud debris, and it's just less than 1% of what the sun is. We take that sun for granted, don't we? Yet we have on our Earth, we have all the cars that we have, trains, all the metal, all the bottles, all the glass that we make, all the roads that we make, all the clothes that we make. Look at all the roads that we have, look at all the buildings, look at those skyscrapers. Look at everything, all the paper we use, all the cameras we make. This is a camera, I'm talking on a camera. Just think of all that, all the medicines we give. The car, so many cars, all that came from less than 1% of the sun. That's just amazing. Yeah, just 1% of the sun. And then there's suns that last. There's suns that last for a couple million years. They're super big. There's suns smaller than ours that could last about 12 trillion years. But put that in perspective, 12 trillion years. If 12 trillion years, the star's age now, if it was born in the beginning of the universe, it would still be January 1st in the star's life at like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. That's how young, still in the beginning, that star would be for the 12 trillion years it will live, which is amazing. But there's stars that are bigger than ours. There's stars that are much bigger than ours, several hundred times bigger than our sun, and yet we're just less than 1% of the sun. We're nothing compared to what everything is. Look what everything is compared to us. We have billions of people, we have billions of animals, we have millions of different kinds of animals, insects and everything. We have trees, we have plants, we have everything. We have all this fruit and stuff like that. Cars, trains, trucks, boats. We have TVs, cameras, computers, so many different things. So many things I just came to say. All came from less than 1% of the sun from when it developed, and then our sun is small compared to a lot of stars. And then think about how little we are. Our sun is only one star out of 200 to 400 billion in our galaxy alone. Or our galaxy is there's 125 billion galaxies, and some galaxies can have 60 times the size of our galaxy, which ours holds over. It could be 6 million light years across. Our galaxy is big, and it's 100,000 light years across. But just think that all that stuff came from 1% of our sun. Think of Jupiter, all that stuff, our Earth, all the water Earth has, less than 1% of the sun. And how do we get water anyway? How did hydrogen and oxygen mix perfectly to make water and get to our Earth? There has to be a God. There has to be. It had to mix somehow to give us water. We couldn't have done it ourselves. We can do it now, but we couldn't do it before. Well, for that, we wouldn't have any life on Earth or anything or anywhere. Without water, there's no life. But how does hydrogen H2O get together in the first place? How? God. It's just so amazing. Our planets are so different too. Mercury is small, hot and it's even cold when it doesn't face the sun. Venus is almost 900 degrees, 880 to be exact. Our Earth is, you know what our Earth is. Mars is like a little below zero. But our planets developed from rocks hitting one another, from the debris of the sun. And when rocks hit one another, they crash into each other. Some smashed up, some just got it to be bigger and bigger till it became a sphere and a planet. And our Earth was very hostile when it developed, and no life at all. Perhaps Mars was less hostile than the Earth was when everything was created, and Mars might even have life before Earth did. I mean, it seems funny to talk about that, but that's the proven now with all the technologies that we have now. Even the technology, it came from another star. I mean, probes and everything we sent, this camera, this, another star. Everything came from another star. Our blood came from another star. It is amazing. I mean, it's just so amazing. And some stars are so hot, they're 100 times hotter than our sun. And they got magnetars and everything, that if one of these things was spinning so hard, and it would cause so much destruction just to our credit cards. It wouldn't work anymore. It would demagnetize, and if it got close up, if it was 1,000 light years of our Earth, if one of those one exploded and hit right towards Earth, we wouldn't be alive right now. And if it was closer, it would separate our atoms and everything. There's so much power out there in space that are amazing. There's meteors coming for us and stuff like that. Who knows what will hit us? It can hit us tomorrow and destroy the Earth. But I don't believe that's going to happen, because I think if God causes stuff to work, and I think in time, years and years and years from now, I mean, could be millions, humans will be done on Earth and we'll all be in heaven and stuff, but a meteor will hit the Earth and recycle the Earth. You know, something big will hit the Earth and recycle the Earth, and then maybe more life can exist after that. Maybe intelligent life. Who knows? Maybe more people in heaven that will go. It'll be different kind of beings that are smart and intelligent, and will retake from the Earth and build things in millions and millions of years. It was the dinosaurs that got destroyed by a meteor, you know, and it kind of reshaped the Earth. And who knows? In millions of years, maybe something would just hit the Earth so hard, it would destroy everything on the Earth, and then destroy life, but more life will flourish. It's like a forest fire. Forest fires destroy the old stuff, and the new come out. New trees and everything, it becomes healthier. Life is a circle of change, just like in The Lion King. But it is amazing how many stars are out there and stuff. I mean, in our galaxy is like a city, and the further away you get, the less stars there is. But just think 200 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy alone. Some galaxies can have trillions of stars. Some just have millions. And one is eventually Andromeda galaxy will collide with the Milky Way galaxy, cause a super galaxy. But it's all just amazing how from the Big Bang, when a little teeny thing less than an atom became quadrillions of stars. I mean, more stars than there's sand on the ground, and that does include planets and meteors and dark matter, dark energy. That does include rogue planets, whatever we call rogue planets, I think they call it, that they don't have a star system. They just travel through space without a star, and there could be billions of them. They don't have any companion star or anything. They got shot out or just out of it and stuff. Our Earth, when the sun's destroyed, not when the sun becomes nova, I mean, may actually take and envelop the Earth, or the Earth, they don't know, or the Earth can just become a rogue planet and stuff. It would just travel through space forever, not have a star system. They don't know. They think it's going to be enveloped by the sun, but they don't know yet, which is amazing. And that will happen in about 4 or 5 billion years. But before that happens, the Milky Way and Andromeda will collide. And ask the Big Bang Theory people. I mean, they'll know about it. Like Sheldon, Rajesh. What's the other? I can't think of the names now, but I love that show. Leonard. You know, I mean, but they always talk about that stuff too in a very good show, The Big Bang Theory. That's what we started from, the Big Bang. We became what we are. But I don't think it was an accident. I think there had been a super being, and the super being is God. There had to be. Look at all the roads we have. Look at all the roads. Look at all the cars. Where does it come from? Yet humanity is still failing because there's still people starving and stuff. We have enough the resources to make everybody happy and stuff, but we don't, because people are multi-billionaires, extreme millionaires, and living in extreme homes, and there's people who live in no home at all. And people like that even work and stuff, and it's really a shame it's like that. And people have no food, yet we waste food. That's how it is. But I think there could be a way that everyone can live the way we should, and no one starves. And I think we have enough water and stuff if we just get population control. No one has more than 2 children, and maybe we stop drinking so much and stuff. We'll get wasted, or our brains can be used for more. And abortions, who knows what you aborted? You aborted somebody who could develop light speed and stuff in a warp space, like in Star Trek. That could be aborted. You abort a president. If you abort the president, it could really do some good. So abortions aren't no good either. You take life and take it away, and the heart doesn't beat, and that's just a horrible thing. You don't know what you abort, and that baby has no chance. I wouldn't want to be aborted in my mom's womb. If I was given a choice, I would say no. But you don't give them a chance. They should have lawsuits. That's that you can't lawsuit because you're not alive. But it is amazing. Space is not just amazing me because there's just so much out there and so beautiful. And the numbers are just more grains on the sand than the suns. There's more sun than grains in the sand. And having planets, way planets orbit, or some planets that are bigger than Jupiter that orbit within 1 million miles of the sun. It goes really fast because the closer you are, the faster you orbit. That's why our summer, we're actually further from the sun in the summer and closer in the winter. And you figure February 28th and 29th, winter's a little shorter because we're closer to the sun in the winter. Yet the way we're turned, we don't face the sun as much, or we're turned away from the sun, so it's darker. So despite being closer to the sun, it's actually colder here. And that's why winters you don't have quite as much winter as you do in summer, because the sun goes faster when it's closer, and we're a couple million miles closer in the winter. And in summer we're a little further away, although we're facing the sun in the summer, therefore the heat and the humidity, which I don't like humidity. Next time you go in your car, think your car came up a star. Next time you donate blood, or just think about your blood came from another star that exploded. Everything did. Life did. We're actually aliens. And no matter what we are, we're aliens. From the atom developing to the Big Bang, we came from somewhere, and God had to control it, and it's just amazing. Just something to think about, and just don't take the sun for granted anymore, because it gives us life. It also can have flares which can really mess things up, but it still gave us life, and it'll eventually take us life. But our sun gave us life, and by the time we'll take life anyway, there won't be any life anywhere around anyway, because our Earth will be very old and stuff by then. But we may become a rogue planet, which means you travel without a star system. I'll say it is amazing. Susan Mizek is being very bad, and she hurts people. Everybody who wears shorts hurt people. I have shorts on now, I'm hurting people. But I don't think like that anymore. Today's Dorothy's birthday from the diner. Randy just had a birthday on his championship winning softball. Bye.